So game 1 of a best of 3. I need to check after the introductions to make sure that actually I know which round this is, because it came so quickly. One of the players messaged me being like, 1 game, and I was like, yes, I want to get in on this game, minimize that downtime. So I'll check that in a minute, but first, let me introduce these two. Spawning in the top left-hand position, the pink Protoss player. Representing Alien Invasion, we have Patience. And in the top right, representing Team Property, the purple Protoss, StarNaN. So, PvP. Always good times. I'm just checking quickly. This is a round of 32 game going on between them. So, good times, exciting times. Round of 32 is where the pressure really starts to wind up, because the top 4 from each qualifier advance into WCS EU Challenger Season 2. So that means they've only got to make it to the semi-finals. Round of 32, you've got to win this series, you've got to then win the round of 16, and then ring your quarter-final game. And then you're there, you've done it. In the first qualifier. Damn good times. Amazing times. You know why? Because you can then chill for the rest of the week. You've got a week knowing that you're coming through, because WCS Challenger is next Monday to Thursday. But just knowing that you've made it through the first qualifier is a big confidence boost. You've gone through probably the toughest qualifier, most likely. You've also then got nothing else that you've got to worry about for the rest of the week. If you don't make it through in this first qualifier, of course you're playing in qualifier number 2, number 3, and if you've got the 200 wins, the wildcard one. That's more pressure. Everyone, it becomes more essential you get through, because for better or for worse, being in WCS is where every player realistically needs to be if they want to make a big name for themselves. So a little probe harassment coming through here. Mainly coming down actually from Patience. StarNaN only sending his probe in now. He just scouted his opponent quickly. Early Stargate from Patience. He had 6 probes in gas, whereas StarNaN, he's sitting there with 6 as well, but I believe that was slightly later. His gas not quite as fast. StarNaN comes through though. Immediate spot on the Stargate. Great bit of information available to him, and as such, knows that, wait, that's what my opponent's doing. I'll go for a Stargate. Would not be at all surprised to see StarNaN though go for a Phoenix. And the Phoenix is the better choice. If you've got the later Stargate, go for a Phoenix. Because your opponent has a 50-50 chance of going, or it's not 50-50, but they may go for an Oracle. If they go for an Oracle and you get out a Phoenix, you win. You just destroy that Phoenix, your opponent's wasted tons of stuff, and you've got the advantage straight off the bat. If they go for a Phoenix, well, you're going for a Phoenix, so you can battle them out with defender's advantage, be fairly level. But if you go for an Oracle and they've gone for a Phoenix, as Patience has, then you lose out straight away just because of the timings. So, glad to see that StarNaN going for that Phoenix. Patience also going for Phoenix. Phoenix have kind of more utility and more longevity than an Oracle in PvP. An Oracle can do a lot of damage, but it's a bit more risky. It's kind of a more all or nothing play. Phoenix are a lot more mobile. They can scout a lot more. They've got a lot more harassment. Patience actually scouting here now with the Zealot. 100 minutes down. Gonna see the Stargate though. Important bit of information to know what's coming. The risk would be that if Patience hadn't scouted this, it could have been DTs, and he would have therefore needed to make an Oracle for detection. So, sacrificing that Zealot is a smart play. Had to guarantee it. The Phoenix could have tried to come in and get the information, but you risk losing a lot of them if there's a fair few Stalkers there. So, Patience now. Just chilling. He's got 3 additional gateways down. Meanwhile, StarNaN just got his 2 additional gateways down. Oh no, yeah. 2, no, yes. Both pairs on 3 gateways. So they both got 2 additional gateways. Sorry, I'm going crazy slightly. This is now a very equal situation. They're both within a couple of Phoenix of each other. A slight advantage for Patience because of a slightly earlier Stargate. Patience now expanding a little bit sooner than StarNaN, and that really does seem like the theme of this game, that StarNaN and Patience doing similar things, but Patience just doing it fractionally better, or fractionally faster at the moment. So if things stay the same, that is a minuscule advantage for StarNaN. I'm really interested to see this use of Zealot Scouting. Again, another one coming up. Not going to be able to run through though, as the 2 Stalkers on hold command. This prevents further information from being achieved. StarNaN is going for a big play with these Phoenix, and just the total number of them haven't been seen, so Patience can't know how many Phoenix are out, whether StarNaN is committing to them heavily, which he is, but likewise I don't believe that StarNaN has actually seen if Patience has or has not committed heavily to these Phoenix either, so both of them actually are. They're both at 7 Phoenix. Patience going to be 1 up overall, which makes a big difference because everything else is the same. Having an additional unit really will change how those trades happen. Quick little lift. 2 sentries get taken out, and that is a big win for Patience. 2 Stalkers will help with the defender's advantage. Photon Overcharge also going to be quite an influencing factor. Both players losing 1 Phoenix. They're both producing another one off the back of it. This is ever so tense, everyone. To be honest, this game could go either way. But our first variation, Fleet Beacon coming down from Patience. This is not something you very often see in PvP. I'm trying to quickly recall any memory I have of a PvP where I've seen a Fleet Beacon and when it was, but I'm coming up a blank. Maybe you at home have, but Fleet Beacon, really rare. In this Phoenix on Phoenix fight, the Anion Pulse Crystals upgrade wouldn't actually be a bad choice. Getting that first shot off really can make a difference. If you can get that first shot off thanks to the 2 additional range, you're going to be able to pick off one of your opponent's Phoenix, potentially swinging the entire fight your way. StarNaN though, he's got the 2nd Stargate. So while Patience has better Phoenix, StarNaN is going to have, in theory, twice as many. At least until Patience gets his next Stargate up as well. So production really is ruling supreme on StarNan's side, whereas quality on Patience. So we may just now be about to answer the age-old question, is quality or quantity better? And in StarCraft and Phoenix on Phoenix, when the quality's this close, quantity will make all the change. Of course, this is only viable going for so many Phoenix if you are both going Phoenix. If either player had a ground army and they hadn't just lost through harassment, the Phoenix would be very inefficient because obviously they're only able to trade through lifting, and that uses energy, and they've got limited amounts of energy. These engagements are going to be so close. Fleet Beacon coming down as well now. Anion Pulse Crystals is done, and as we're seeing now, Patience able to start kiting StarNan's Phoenix. The micro going to be incredibly important. StarNaN losing a good few Phoenix already though. This is some big losses. A sentry gets lifted. Nice little takedown of a couple more. The overall Phoenix count 9 to 13. Photon Overcharge being used, and this is a surprisingly big advantage now materializing for the Alien Invasion player. StarNaN has to be very, very careful. He is at risk of losing this game. Anion Pulse Crystals is a long way off for him. Some quick pickups of those Stalkers. They take a lot of damage, and again these Phoenix start trading. Big wins now coming through for Patience, 14 to 3, and that should be it. It should be GG, and StarNaN will fall in this first game. Patience getting the 1-0 lead in the first map. Can he make it 2-0, or will StarNaN bring it back?